All right, y'all, what's up, man? April the 7th, 2025. The podcast was sold. Gonna be published in the Stigmatism in My Soul, knowing myself, Sean Xavier Gumby Jr., Sean Xavier Gumby Sr. wishes to defame, slander, or libel anybody as it relates to this case that we're talking about today, which is the Big U indictment, United States of America versus Eugene Henley Jr. It's a 75-page indictment. Case number is 2:25-CR-00211-WLH. All right. I've been fasting, y'all, for like 40 hours. So I ain't been doing nothing but drinking water and coffee for the last 40 hours. I do intermittent fasting every once in a while to clean my body up. All right, so Big U's charged with Rico. On page 18 all the way to page 30 of this 75-page indictment, they discuss Big U and people that work with him extorting someone by the name of Victim-1. They do not give the person's name. They only reference that person as Victim-1. And this person was a music and a club promoter who transitioned into an unlicensed marijuana dispensary. And Big U began to extort this person for up to $25,000 a month through violence, threats of violence. They even went to this person's weed dispensary, stole everything out of the weed dispensary, allegedly. This is all in the paperwork. All of this is available to the public. You can download this document on pacer.gov. Stole a bunch of stuff out of the dispensary, took it to Big U's house, according to the document, called the dude, Victim-1, whose marijuana dispensary they just robbed, called him, told him to come over to Big U's house. He came, he went, and when he walked inside, Big U had all of the things they had stolen out of his dispensary laid out on the table and on the floor, and told him that that's how you rob yourself. Because my man, they was taxing him big time. And he got tired of paying the extortion fee. He got tired of being extorted, so he stopped responding to the calls. He stopped paying, and then boom, they went down and ran down on his spot. From July 5th, 2021 up through December 2021, they were extorting this guy, man. No. Bad information. Up until December of 2022, according to the documents, into 2023, they were extorting this guy, man. They were going, they'd ask him $1,500 a week, $2,000 a week. Give me $500. Give me $1,500. Give me $2,000. I'm gonna break your jaw. Don't make me have to come back down there and rob you again. They just really terrorized this dude, man. And I don't know who he is, but it would either be Big U or one of Big U's associates who was acting as the middleman. They would go and approach my man and just demand money on a weekly basis. Give me $1,500. Give me $2,000. Give me $500. You know, and my man, he just paid. On July 5th, 2021, at Big U's home with the robbers and the items robbed from Victim 1's dispensary present, Big U returned a portion of the robbery proceeds to Victim 1 and told Victim 1 that he would need to pay $10,000 to prevent future robberies. Then they wanted him, Victim 1, to provide them a list of people that they could rob in addition to Victim 1. At Big U's home with the robbers and the items robbed from Victim 1's dispensary present, Big U directed Victim 1 to identify other marijuana businesses that they could similarly rob and offered to provide Victim 1 with a portion of the robbery proceeds from the targets that Victim 1 identified. They talk about Brick Baby on here. On an intercepted call, Big U and self-proclaimed Rolling 60s member Zahir Mitchell, aka Brick Baby, coordinated how Brick Baby would give Big U the proceeds from a robbery that Brick Baby committed. So Brick Baby had robbed somebody. Big U got wind of it, and Big U wanted a cut of the robbery that Brick Baby had put down. On November 11, 2022, on intercepted calls, and all of this is on wiretaps. They got Big U's phone wiretap and all of his people. In intercepted calls and text messages, Big U talked with associate to help Big U collect from Brick Baby's associate. Big U's associate told him they robbed a nigga for some shit. They made a nigga call his plug and then they booked him. To which Big U responded, I'm gonna grab half of whatever he got them. I'm gonna give it to Vay and Vay can bring the rest of it to you. And they extort this victim 1 guy from 2021 to 2023. You know, they're just demanding money from this guy who's involved in this marijuana dispensary. Let's go through some of the numbers, man. Let's go through some of the numbers. So first they start off with $25,000 a month. Then they robbed his store. They said he needed to pay $10,000 to prevent them from robbing him again. I don't know whether he got it or not. That was in July 5th, 2021. November 29th, 2021, $1,000 on a weekly basis. November 29th, he paid Big U $500. January 20th, he paid another $1,000 cash for Big U. February 17th, 2022, $1,000 cash. February 19th, 2 days later, $1,500 cash. April 3rd, 2022, $3,500. April 9th, 2022, he told Victim-1 that he needed that other individuals were paying him $2,500 to $3,000 so that he could buy a $30,000 necklace for SH. I guess that's his lady. July 14th, $2,000 from Victim-1. July 31st, $1,500. April 9th, 2022, $1,500. September 15th, 2022, $2,000. September 21st, 2022, $1,000. 7 days later, September 28th, 2022, $2,020. Page 25 of 75. November 10th, 2022, $2,000. November 10th, same day, $5,000. December 1st, 2022, $2,000. December 7th, a week later, he's told he needs to bring $2,000 a week or he's gonna break his jaw. February 15th, 2023, $500. March 29th, 2023, $1,500. March 29th, same day, $1,500. Then they find the new victim, Victim-2, who owns a club, and they extort him for $30,000. Big U told them, I'll have 5,000 rolling 60s up there, destroy your business. If we got to tear that motherfucker up, we're gonna tear it up. So be ready for that. Be ready for that. Bring me my money. Then he threatened the guy, Victim-2, on December the 2nd, 2021. If Victim-2 don't pay, I'll tear that bitch up. It won't be a club there no more. They extorted him for $30,000. They extorted him for $30,000, the guy that owned the club. So that's what's going on here. See y'all later. You can watch me also on Spotify.